Welcome to video lesson 10.4 on zero and negative exponents. So in this lesson, we're going to use the definitions of zero and negative exponents in order to evaluate and also to simplify expressions. Okay, now here are the definitions that you need to know. So for zero exponents, any non-zero number a, if we have it to the zero power, the value is going to be 1. Okay, so any non-zero number, okay, so any number except for 0 to the 0 power is 1. However, the power 0 to 0 is undefined. Okay, so for an example, 4 to the 0 power equals 1. 5 to the 0 power would be 1. 1,075,000 would be to the 0 power would be 1. Okay, kind of get the idea. Anything to the 0 power is 1. Unless it's 0 to the 0 power, then it would be undefined. Okay. Now negative exponents, so if we have an integer n and any non-zero number a, so again we can't have 0 to any negative number, but any number to the negative power will be the reciprocal of a to the n. So you'll write 1 over whatever the exponent was, the positive exponent. Okay. So 4 to the negative 2 power is going to be equal 1 over 4 squared, which really equals 1 over what is 4 times 4? 16. Okay, so 4 to the negative 2 really simplifies to 1 over 16. Okay, but this is the reason why, because it's the reciprocal of 1 over the number to the positive exponent. Okay. Now let's take a look at a couple examples. So we have the first one is a negative exponent. So that's going to be 1 over 3 instead of to the negative 4. Now it will be to the 4th power. And then we actually want to evaluate what that is. Okay. So 3 to the 4th power, 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 9 is 81. Or you can use your calculator, do 3, either the little caret button, the arrow button, the XY, or YX button. Okay. And then 4, and your answer will come up to 81. Now here we have to remember the product of powers property, and we have to add these exponents because we have the same base. So our base is still negative 8.5. When we add negative 4 plus positive 4, that's going to equal 0. And any non-zero number to the 0 power is just equal to 1. So our answer is simply 1 for part B. Now 2, remember the quotient of powers property says if we have the same base and we're dividing the powers, we have to subtract the exponents. Okay, so 6 minus 8 is negative 2. 2 to the negative 2 is 1 over 2 to the positive 2. And then we need to evaluate 2 squared. 2 times 2 is 4. Okay. Now in example 2, we're going to just simplify the expressions. Okay, we're simplifying these because they have variables in them, so we're not going to get just a 1 number answer, but we may, it depends. Okay, so first thing we need to know is what is x to the 0 power? Well, anything to the 0 power actually equals 1. So that would be negative 5 times 1, which just equals negative 5. So in this case, we're actually getting a number answer because the exponent, or the variable to the 0 power, eliminates the variable and we're just left with 1. Now here, we're taking 9 times y to the negative 3rd divided by y to the 5th. So we have to remember the quotient of powers property for this part. So our same base is y, and we have to do negative 3 minus 5. Now what is negative 3 minus 5? Negative 8. So we have 9, because we still have this 9 out here, times y to the negative 8. But we can't keep our answers with negative exponents. That's not in simplest form. We always want to eliminate them. So that means usually we would write 1 over y to the 8th. But because we have this 9 out here, now it's going to be 9 over y to the positive 8. And we can't do anything more to simplify that. So this is our answer, okay? Because we can't have negative exponents and still have it in simplest form. All right. Now, example 3, okay, is a real-life application problem. It says a drop of water leaks from a faucet every second. How many liters of water leak from the faucet in 1 hour? Okay. What we need to do first is convert 1 hour to seconds. Okay, so to do that, we have 1 hour, and that's going to be, there's 60 minutes in 1 hour, and then there's 60 seconds in 1 minute. Okay, and when we multiply all of that out, the hours cancel out, the minutes cancel out, so we have to take 1 times 60, which is 3,600 seconds in 1 hour. Okay. Very good. So if water leaks from the faucet at a rate of 50 to the negative 2 liters per second, okay, then we need to multiply that by the rate. So we have 36,000 seconds, okay, times 50 to the negative 2 liters per second. Okay, so what does that mean? That means 3,600 times, okay, 1 over 50 squared, okay, then evaluate 50 squared, 50 times 50, okay, 2,500, and when we do that, we get 3,600 over 2,500, okay, and we can simplify that using our calculator to 1 and 11/25, and that equals, if we want it as a decimal, 1.44 liters. Okay, so 1 and 11/25 liters, or 1.44 liters. Okay, so we are leaking 1.44 liters of water every hour from that faucet. Please write down any questions you have about zero or negative exponents, and be sure to ask them at our next class. Work out these 7 practice problems, and again, ask any questions you have on them during class. Thank you. Have a great day.